guys, and welcome back to another video here with Crafty Mama. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Before we get started, please make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel. It definitely helps it out if you do that. Share with a friend if you think I have some information that they could use. All that good stuff. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to sublimate a shirt, and I'm going to show you the settings that I use, start to finish. In some of the craft groups that I'm in on Facebook, and that's where a lot of you guys know me from, is the craft groups on Facebook, like Brown Girls Craft for Cricket, a bunch of different groups I'm in. I posted a Nipsey Hussle shirt maybe 10-ish days ago, a week and a half ago, and a lot of people were asking me about the printer that I use, the paper that I use, the ink that I use, what settings do I use, all that stuff. I got 100 comments probably collectively from all the groups of, with all those questions. So I'm going to answer all those questions today. I'm going to show you the paper. I'm going to show you, or to give you all that information today and show you my settings. So if you want to learn how to do all of that and where I did everything and got everything from, go ahead and stick around. Okay. I'm just going to jump right into it. Now this image, before, I know everybody's going to ask me, where did I purchase this image from? I did not purchase it. I made it. Yes, I made this image. It's a PNG file that I made with a transparent background. I just got my Etsy. Well, I've been had my Etsy shop, but I just wasn't using it. But I have just got it like really up and running. I've added this image to my Etsy shop, this is my Etsy shop, Crown Customs Co. On Etsy. My file, this is the file here. It is there to purchase. This is the shirt that I'll be doing today. But if you're interested in purchasing this file, it is in my Etsy shop. And this is it. Crown Customs Co. is my Etsy shop. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on with the tutorial. I'm going to be printing off of Silhouette because I don't have a Cameo, but when I want to print bigger than the 6.75 by 9.2 or whatever Cricut allows you to print, I use Silhouette, the basic edition. It's free. I don't have to pay for it, and I don't have to have a Cameo to use it. So I'm going to be printing from Silhouette so that I can get my image to be larger. And I am going to stretch this out across the whole image, this is going to be the 8.5 by 11. This border right here, this black box, that's the print border. And that's going to let you know that where your image is going to be printed at. So I want to keep the picture within this border, but stretch it out as much as I can because I do want it. I wear an extra large, so I do want it to be rather, on the bigger side. I'm going to mirror it. Anytime you do sublimation, if you're a beginner to sublimation, make sure you mirror it. I'm still pretty much a beginner to sublimation. And I wasted several sheets of paper and a lot of ink forgetting to mirror. It's just like HTV, you have to mirror it. But I am going to print on an 8.5 by 11. I'm going to print in the landscape version. Now I will go up here and I'll show you my settings here. I am going to print for my 7720, which is the printer that I converted to my sublimation printer. So I use a 7720. And I'll go to my preferences. I do not have a Mac. I have a Dell computer. I'm using a desktop Dell computer. I'm pretty sure I've seen several videos where people were showing the same thing off of a Mac computer, and the way the settings popped up might be a little bit different, but the actual settings were still the same. My 8.5 by 11 paper is in my main tray. I'm going to print on plain paper setting. I have tried. Now I've printed on all of these. And I know that's pretty wasteful. I know it is. But I have printed on all of these, trying to find the best way that it prints. What I've noticed is that on photo paper, pretty much on all these other settings, The problem that I was having was that my ink was smearing. And I guess it's because there's more of an ink drop onto that paper. So when the nozzle head is printing, because it's not actual, you know, like let's say I was going to do photo paper, because it's not actually photo paper, it's a sub paper, it's the ink is, it's smearing. So, and I actually didn't catch it when I went to press it onto a shirt, and then I did end up pressing it onto a shirt with the smeared ink. And that was when I realized that the ink was smearing. Now, I will say that the color was way more vibrant. It was way more vibrant than the plain paper setting. But the issue was that it smeared. It was like, there was like dots, like the red, it smeared going this way. So it was like little dots going this way. So when I pressed it onto the shirt, you saw it. It was like red smeared dots going, you know, like here. And then up here, it was black. It was black smeared dots. Plain paper was the only setting that didn't do that. Even though I would love to print maybe like on photo paper, because like I said, the color, it, like I put the two shirts together. If it hadn't smeared, it would have been gorgeous, like absolutely just vibrant and gorgeous. But it's smeared, and obviously, you know, that's not okay. So we're gonna have to go with the plain paper until we can figure out how to fix that. Print on the plain paper. And then these are my advanced settings. The print quality is 600 by 600, which is the highest. I have my borderless printing on, and my output quality is high quality. All right, and those are my settings. I do use the A sub paper that I got from Amazon. I have all the sheets. Today I'm just using the 8.5 by 11, but I have the 8.5 by 11, the 11 by 17, and the 13 by 19. I have all sizes. They're all A sub, and I got them from Amazon. What else? Oh, the ink, Ink X Pro. I got it from inkxpro.com. They do have a conversion kit. They have everything that you need, and then you just tell them what printer you have when you're placing your order. I love the ink so far. The conversion kit, it was very simple, very easy. It was actually pretty similar. I've seen videos where people were using Cosmo ink, and it's pretty similar as far as like converting the printer and the cartridges. It's actually pretty almost identical to the Cosmo ink cartridges. So that's where I got mine from. I'll leave all this information down in the description box for you as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this printed, and I will come back and I'll show you how I press it. All right, guys, I am back here. I do have my image printed off. Here it is. And now I know the way that you're looking at it, it may not look mirrored, but it is mirrored. This is how, yeah, it doesn't look mirrored, but it's mirrored. The shirt I'm going to be using is a Gildan Performance shirt. Gildan Performance is 100% polyester. I got it from jiffyshirts.com. I actually ordered a bunch of these in bulk. I know a lot of people were also asking me information about my heat press and some of my YouTube comments, because it does, it slides out. I did get my heat press from Heat Press Nation. I'll go ahead and show you guys my heat press here. I got it from Heat Press Nation, and it pulls out, which is so convenient. I know, like, this is the very first heat press I've ever owned, and I know a lot of people were complaining about, you know, it being all the way in like this and bumping their knuckles, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't have time for that. So these are my settings. We're sublimating, so you typically do a minute, so 60 seconds on 400 degrees. These are my sweating settings, and this is the switch for on and off. Pretty standard heat press. I want to say it's I believe it's 15 by 15, but I just really love the fact that this pulls out. I haven't burned my knuckles yet, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my shirt down. First thing I'm gonna do is get a piece of butcher paper. The butcher paper is going to go inside of the shirt. So, and this is to make sure that the ink does not bleed to the other side of the shirt. And you want to make sure the collar is off of the platform. You don't want to press your collar. The next thing I'm going to do is get my lint roller, and I'm just going to go ahead and go along the whole shirt and get any lint that I can off of it. Okay. And then I'm going to do a 5-second, get another piece of butcher paper. And I'm going to do a 5-second pre-press. This is just going to go ahead and, actually I'm not going to do that with the butcher paper. This is just going to go ahead and get any of the moisture that's in your shirt out of the shirt. So it's just going to prep it. Excuse me. It's just going to prep it for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my image. And I'm going to put it down here. You can, I know a lot of people, they cut the white off around here, but my image is pretty much taking up the whole page, so I'm not going to waste my time cutting it. I'm just going to set it down here. I'm also not going to waste my heat tape and taping it because it's one big piece of paper. I'm pretty confident it's not going to shift on me. And I'm going to put my butcher paper on top of that to make sure that the ink does not bleed onto my press plate up here. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to press it for 60 seconds. So I will be back. Okay, so it has been approximately about a minute. My timer is starting to go off here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Remove my butcher paper and remove my paper. Be careful, it is hot. Oh my gosh. Let me bring y'all in. I love it. Look at that. Look at that. I love the color. Okay, let me go ahead and remove the butcher paper and I'll show you guys again. There it is. And it did not bleed onto my back. Nope, didn't bleed anywhere onto my back. The color is so vibrant. The color, I mean the color. The camera really is not doing it any justice. That looks so nice. I love sublimation, y'all. I really do. But that is it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and drop them down below. This was just kind of an introductory to my sublimation world that I'm diving into now. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said in the beginning, everybody stay safe. Thank you so much.